time. We are live on the mobile because this amazing setup didn't work. I'm just push that out of the way, and I'll push this out of the way. So the equipment worked, but the internet did not work. So I don't know what. I mean, we do have some pretty hideous weather going on. I mean, we managed to get through that storm last week, right? Like, we had a great stream last week during that massive storm where I thought the roof was going to fall in. And today it's just really windy and overcast, so I don't understand why it didn't work. So thank you for following me and finding me on this chat. We've got a bit blown out with light there. I'm just going to, fix it. There we go. Oh, and now the camera's falling down. Oh, that's not good. What I might do, hang on. I know I hate moving this around once it's on, you guys, because I know it makes people sick. I've just got to disconnect this laptop, and then I'm going to utilize its very grippy stand that the laptop goes onto. I don't know. Morning, Gamer Widows. Nope, that's not going to work. How's that? Precarious. I'm watching things slide around. This may or may not work. Let's have a look here. Telstra node at Springwood is down. Oh, well, that could explain a few. Well, no, my other internet's is on Optus, so it's not even a Telstra issue. Like this one's on Telstra, so if this one fails, we know why. I'm just watching the little legs on my tripod just go. Whoa. I don't understand why this Manfrotto Pixie tripod is a mess. But anyway, I struggle with it all the time. So welcome to the chat. I'm a bit frazzled now because my plans are a little, gone. You get to see the ugly and not all the little cropped, ooh, isn't it pretty? I know I say that every time we have to do this. The other thing to remember, guys, is now my chat is on my mobile phone because I'm doing this totally on my mobile phone. I probably should check the battery level on my phone. That should be all right. And so, oh, now we're falling down again. Hang on. We're at an angle. We're tilted. Oh, look. We're rotating. We're doing all sorts of things. Hang on, guys. I touched something. It's all bad. Everything's bad. Let me just move some stuff. I had different plans, you see. And different plans require different equipment and different things. Let's see if we can just... This is nice and flat now. That should just work. All right. Let's see. I don't know why that's so bad. I don't know why. Anyway, I've got some notes here, so I can put them down here because there's no over-the-head camera that can just see them for me now. So welcome to the chat. Because it is on the phone, if your comment disappears, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to muck and play with it because every time I touch the phone, it seems to just knock the phone over, basically. So we're not going to go there. So welcome. Hey, Jen, welcome to the chat. You don't often get to make it, so woohoo! The first thing I wanted to say was welcome to all our new subscribers that have joined in over the last week, and say hi to all the Patreons who have subscribed and are still subscribing. So thank you to those of you that are Patreon members. Is that what you are, a Patreon? You're a patron. Thank you to the patrons. For those of you who don't know, it's not free to set all this up and run all of this. And it is, sometimes I've got to buy gear and equipment, and when the internet's bad, there's nothing I can do. I could have the 100% best gear in the world, but if the internet is down, then I'm down, basically. But in saying that, the last week and the couple of weeks beforehand, we've been having some problems with the audio. And so, I mean, we've probably got problems with the audio today, but I would not know because I can't test it because I test it with my phone. But what we've done is with the Patreon members who donate every month, I've been able to purchase a new lavalier mic, the little ones like that clip on, like what all the newsreaders and what haves wear. So I've got one of those on the way, and funnily enough, I think it's due to arrive today. So if I run away, we might even get to do a bit of an unboxing. It's either that or it's another microphone thing. Like there's two things coming, and one is the lav mics, and one is the is a mount for the other mic, so that we can have two mics if we need to for whatever reason. Rowan's Impressions made it back into the chat. Thank you, Rowan's. I know it's hard when I jump around like this. Like Stephanie's asked yourself why I'm like, exactly right, exactly right. So you know, having you guys as Patreons mean that it's a bit of a no-brainer for me. I quite often have to think about, you know, like I run a small business, so the money pot's not unlimited. Oh, how I wish the money pot was unlimited. But it's not unlimited, and so I quite often have to sort of decide what gets the money, and really what ends up getting the money is what makes the money. So it's normally more stock or a new yarn base or something like that. But when you guys from Patreon pop money through that way, that's a no-brainer. That's totally gear. That's totally gear. And Sally says you're a little blurry, but I've switched you to 720 and now you're crystal clear. That's awesome. So you guys, if I am blurry on your phone, I should be streaming in full. You can see my beautiful curtain. I should be streaming in full HD. So, you know, should. So double check your signals on your end. You can tap your little cog and check. Sometimes it'll have auto, and you can actually make it do whatever you want it to. I am just going to shut this window because it's getting quite windy. Bing. And, you know, I don't need the purple blanket blowing in to show my sexy curtain that I made. Kim said she had the same problem. It loaded to 144 to start with for some reason. Yeah, they tend to do that. It's a little bit evil. There's so many cool things this week. There's so many cool things. Don't forget to thumbs up now that we've moved a few times. Lindsay, thank you. Yes, absolutely. Kim's house is full of dust. So is mine, Kim, but I wish I could blame it on the wind. Nope. No, I cannot. Mine is on the fact that I still can't use a vacuum cleaner, and so trying to get the others in the household to sort of chip in makes it a bit tricky. Kim has a brilliant idea, everybody. Do we want to hear Kim's brilliant idea? It could be dangerous. It could be very dangerous. We don't know. We don't know what your brilliant idea is. While Kim decides what Kim's brilliant idea is, I wanted to mention something. Not that Claire needs a shout out from me, heaven help her, but Claire has just put out a new design today over on her channel. It's either dropped already or about to drop. It's called the Abby shawl, which is named after my girl Abby, who is popping around in the background. I don't think Abby realizes we can see her in her pajamas there. My thing's sliding out. There's Abby.
Hello.
Kim, I missed what your great idea was. You'll have to post it again because everything's bad. Hang on. I don't know why the why the tripod's legs slide out. I've made it bad again, haven't I? Here we go. Uh-oh. There's an elf on my shoulder. So Claire over on Bob Wilson 123 has just dropped a new design today, and it's called the Abby shawl, named after my Abby. Sally can say hi to Abby for real now. I saw the Abby shawl on Pinterest. That's awesome. Oh, you should stream the party at the shack on Twitch. I don't think so. I don't think we will. I mean, we have so many problems with the internet as it is. And I don't want to worry about that while we're having fun, honestly. I mean, it sounds like a great idea if we had staff who could run the stream for us while we had fun. That would be awesome. Everyone's saying hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
So all the peeps that can't come will be able to watch. I know, but, you know, is that worse or better? Abby has still got to name her elf a name that I deem appropriate. Let's just go there.
Christmassy and funny.
It's what?
It has to be Christmassy and funny.
Christmassy and funny, she says. Post lots of pics so that she doesn't feel left out. I can totally post pics. Totally, Sally. Sorry, back to the Abby shawl. I want to finish that off because I've got like a whole stream of thought. And so it will use 2 to 3 skeins of my Andromeda yarn, which is, you know, the Andromeda DK. which is 100% merino 8 ply, 195 meters to 100 grams. It goes a very long way. I'm planning on making one, but I can't decide what color. I won't be casting on till Christmas, like either Christmas Eve or later, because I got too many things to do between now and Christmas, guys. Because I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do that, no problems, I'll do that. And now I'm like, oh my god, I've got so many things to do, and I cannot cope with all the things. So yeah, so you know, all those things. So I've been tossing up because I need 2 to 3 skeins. I think I'm going to make the 3 skein version because I'm, you know, bigger. And so I have got some colors. So I've been tossing. I really thought I don't normally work in dark yarns, but I thought for that kind of shawl, this would be a good one. This is Storm, because it's really open. I think it uses a 6mm hook. And so it'd be really easy to do it in a darker color, and because I would probably wear it with like jeans and stuff like that. Excuse me. But then I saw Claire's version in the 2 colors, in the Tiff and the Just Pink, and now I'm tossing up whether or not I should go with the purple, which you can't see because I'm wearing purple. Let's put it over here on the grey. The purple and the Storm together. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm tossing up. What color would you make yours in? Like, Andromeda doesn't come in like a million colors, but there's quite a few. And a lot of them are repeatables. This Just Broke is not repeatable because it's a broken purple. I don't even remember how I got it, to be honest. I don't want to make one in Tiff. That would be Abby's favorite color because I wouldn't wear it. I have a beanie in that color already and a cowl, and I find they're just a little too bright for me, which is weird. Black Pearl Knit says she wants to make a 3 skein one too. Any tips on how to choose the colour, e.g. 2 matching and 1 contrast? I don't have any tips yet. I'm sorry, I haven't made it, but I'm sure Claire's video is going to go into it. I know that she is saying, I know that she was telling me that in the 2 skein version with the 2 different colours, she used just over 1 skein of one colour and well under 1 in another colour. So maybe the 2 skein version doesn't lend itself so well to the multicolour, and the 3 skein would be better. When I say lend itself, I hate having leftover yarn, so that would bug me. Hang on, okay, tap that gently, tap it gently. I love the purple and the grey together, but I love purple. Hey, all from Oklahoma. Hey, Bobby, welcome to the chat. And so, yeah, so I'm a bit torn. And the other thing I wanted to, so I'm like, oh, I really like both of these, but I really like this one. I don't have anything that I've made in a really dark colour, because I don't tend to work in dark colours. So I don't know. But, and Kim's like, yeah, it's funny you don't, you know, it's, you know, it's funny you don't, you know, someone who, but the thing is, I don't want to dye more yarn. I want to slow down the dyeing now to the end of the year, except for anyone who orders something online. Like, a customer's different. I don't want to do myself. Natalie Power says she's got 3 skeins from Black Wattle yarns that she plans on using. And yeah, it's like, yeah, you can, I think it's like DKs. The thing I love about this Andromeda is the squish factor. It's got so much squish. It's the same yarn that I made my, what do you call it? The jumper. Someone can tell me the jumper I made. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Not the Sig socks, the... I can't think. Are we having a dye stream this month? Yes, we are. We're going to do it next week. Adelong, the Adelong sweater. Yes, thank you. The Adelong. And thank you, Samantha. So, yeah, so... Sorry, I've been running around all morning and there's lots of dust. So, you know. Bobby says fixing to get real bad Friday, so they're calling for a few inches of snow and some ice. Oh, my gosh. So... I think I've missed something. I missed something. I hate this chat moving so fast. Oh yes. So yeah. So if you want me to try and match your yarn in the dye stream and match your photo in the dye stream, don't forget to pop it up on Instagram with the hashtag Fiberific Inspo so I can find it. Next week I'll have a little look around, pick a couple of photos, and start planning colours and what have you, and we'll see how they go. Black Pearl said my supervisor just came in, so I have to get back to work. Oh, hang on. Oh man, the chat's, I don't know where the chat's gone. It's gone. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was I've been doing a lot of dyeing in the last few weeks. I realized that Claire was doing the video in the Just Pink. So I thought, it's one of those things, you end up selling a lot of the color that the design actually comes out in. And so I wanted to, because Claire got the last Just Pink, so I was like, I wanted to make sure that I had some more Just Pink. So I was dyeing some more Just Pink to my Just Pink recipe that I have. Now you've seen the photos of how bright it is. My recipe made this. Now I like this. It's not Just Pink. This is a really beautiful pastel pink, which I think is divine. But it's not Just Pink. Like, this is the Joss colorway. And Joss is paler than Just Pink. Just Pink is brighter than Joss. And you can see the difference. It's like, I don't know what it is. Like, I definitely wrote down, you know, like the measurements correct. Well, I definitely wrote down clear measurements. May not be correct. Obviously it's not correct. Either that, or it could be a totally different batch of the dye. The dye could be going stale. The water may have been, because I'd already used the water once, because I do tend to use the water a few times. There could have been any number of issues that caused this. And so I'm always talking about how hard it is to replicate colors and to make them identical. And I've been trying to dye a custom color for one of you guys. She's a member of the Mystery Lace Club. And so I've been trying to re-dye a color for her, and I'm using the recipe that I dyed all of the skeins for the Mystery Lace Club for, and it's coming out too dark. It's not coming out pale enough. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm going inside. The Game Widow says, I was about to say it could have been the water or the pot. Well, I use the same pots all the time, and they're clean. Andrew says, that's the beauty of hand-dyed yarn, no two batches is the same. Yeah, but you do want them a bit more similar than this. Like, I've seen some problems that people have. Did they change the dye from the manufacturer? Well, I thought I was using the same pot. I do have 2 pots of the particular pink that I was using, and maybe I used the other pot. I don't know. I'm going to try it again. I like this color. What do you guys think? Should I keep it, or should I over dye it and make it into the Just Pink, or should I keep you know, keep it this sort of soft, I don't even know what color I'd call this, like a soft rose pink, I don't know. Linda Power's allergic to all animal fibers. That's frustrating. I'm allergic to alpaca, and that's frustrating enough. Lots of people like this color, soft rose. Keep it and try another batch. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to write that down. Re-dye. Now my pen doesn't work. Re-dye. Just Pink. And keep. Do you know what's really funny, guys? I'm not a fan of pink, and I think I've got more pinks in my range than anything else, which is just sad, isn't it? Sally likes it. It reminds her of strawberry and ice cream. Yeah, it's got all these little patches of, like, I mean, this light's terrible, but it's got all these little patches that are slightly, like, it's a semi-solid. So there's some that are nearly like vanilla with pink ice cream mixed through it. Okay, I wrote that. I'm ticking things off my list. Tick, tick. We talked about the new microphone that I've ordered, so I'm excited. We've been talking about the yarn. But yeah, so I'm a little perplexed by this, and I've got a custom dye that I'm trying to get on top of, and it's like the last one it's the last thing I've got to do, and I've been trying, and I've tried like 3 different times, but the thing is I'm nearly out of yarn, and I'm getting really like stressed about it. It looks like marshmallows. It does look a bit like marshmallows, doesn't it? Now, the original stream, the original before we crashed and burned and everything went to like, you know, it was about how December has just like, hi, I'm December and I'm in your face, and I'm not ready. I'm just really not ready for it to be December. I'm still packing up the house. We have a lot of people come for Christmas, which I've mentioned before, and because we've got so many people coming, we've got this, like, our house is all open plan. It's shaped like a T. Those of you that are coming on Saturday will see. And it is, I want to run tables right down the middle of it because we've got about 30 people or so coming for Christmas lunch. We have about 15 of those staying, like for Christmas night. So I'm trying to, you know, we've got a little house and, you know, but we've got a big yard, so there's lots of camping going on, which is good. But the house is an absolute tip because we're going through stuff. We've gotten a storage shed for this year, and we're putting things in the storage shed and we're tossing up what's going to go in the storage shed and what do we just over and get rid of that. So everything's a complete schmozzle. The yard's not ready. Tim's coming home from work early on Friday to give the lawn a mow. And, you know, we've got Christmas parties and kids are home from school already. I'm like, what is with that? That's so early. But we just had this beautiful weekend away, just like 2 nights, just down to a place called Pottsville, on the beach. It was just lovely. It was so nice. And it is, she said, schmozzle. sorry. And I'm just not ready for Christmas. I'm still making the Christmas decorations. I'm still doing the tree skirt. Thank you to Kim last week, you guys, when we were talking about how I didn't have the yarn, and thank you to Kim for finding me some, but also thank you to the rest of you who looked, because between all of you, I think I got messages from about 10 of you saying it's not in my store, it's not in my store. I had one lady who I didn't know who left a comment on the chat saying that she had some, but by this time I already had some. I'm like, oh, you know, thanks, I've already got some. But she actually tracked me down and rang me the next day, like double checking that I had it in time and I was going to get it in time. And I was like, that was so sweet. It really was just the sweetest thing. And I have all the yarn I need plus some extra. Now I've just got to do the work. Oh, so yeah, so I'm like madly making Christmas gifts and Christmas decorations and cleaning the house and Christmas parties, and Abby's home, and I'm just a bit like, oh, I would like another 2 weeks in November if that's okay. Is there a petition we can sign that would give us some extra time in November? Do you also do ombre dyes? There's a picture I'm thinking for your Fiberific inspo. I think it would need dipped. I can do dip dyeing, but it wouldn't be on a blank, so it'd just be a skein, so it would go round and round. It's one of those things, like, you complain about it, like, oh no, all these things, but really what it means is I have family around me that love me. I have family around me, family and friends around me that I love. I've got people coming, so I'm not going to be alone. I've got events to go to, so it means I've got friends to go and see. So it's all technically positive stuff, right? It's all positive, but I'm a little frazzled. You know, just a little frazzled. And then the stream this morning, I'm like, oh, not fair. So that means I had planned to like crochet through the stream, like, I'll just make more decorations in this 90 minutes of time where I'm going to be sitting on my butt and not inside scrubbing things. So yeah, so it's a bit like, oh no, I'll tell you something. I just realized there's an elf up here. Abby left me the elf, so that's not at all creepy. You should make up some teeny balls of yarn and put some on hooks on Saturday for everyone can make a star for your Christmas decorations. Kim, that's a fantastic idea. I will totally be doing that. I will be doing that. Those of you coming on Saturday, guess what Tim's dobbed you all in for? Yay, crochet stars. That is a brilliant idea. I'm so happy. Last train to Pottsville. Just looked it up. If people would stop making me work tonight, it would be great. I've missed nearly everything. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that they're, you know, making you work at work. So over the holiday, because there'll be a little bit of a shutdown. I've just totally changed gears, sorry. There's going to be a little bit of shutdown for Fiberific. So the actual on the actual business of shipping and ordering stock, that's going to be closed down for pretty much all of January. People put orders in that time. I'll be checking emails, and you know, I'll have a day where I'll just be like, yep, I'll push out some orders, and if someone's desperate they can message me, and if I can help out I will. But I will not be like every day like I do now, which is every day checking on stock levels and making sure I've got everything and ordering new stock and stuff like that. So I won't be doing any of that, but I will just be printing it and packing a few orders here and there. We're not actually going away, and what I'll be using this time for is I'm going to be changing around Fiberific a little bit. Hello, Abby.
Hello.
I'm going to be changing Fiberific around a little bit and trying to build a better sort of set as such for in these instances, so I don't have this. And also because next year I want to get back into making sorry, I just get distracted by what Abby's doing. Next year I want to get back into making like the review videos and the how-to videos, and not just these live streams, because obviously we are unable to completely rely on the live streams with my current level of internet. I'm supposed to be going on to NBN like last week, which hasn't happened. The gear hasn't even arrived yet. Still doing the MLC. Yes, MLC will be going out as usual. That'll be fine. Everything will go ahead as usual. There'll be a December MLC and a January MLC. It's all going to be good. Speaking of the MLC, for those of you that don't know what the Mystery Lace Club is, the Mystery Lace Club is a subscription box that you can purchase from fiberific.com.au. You can, each month you will receive a parcel with, what keeps texting you? Oh, hubby keeps texting you. Well, tell him to stop. So each month you receive a parcel. In your parcel you will get a pattern, the yarn required to make that pattern. If it requires beads, you will also get beads. There will always be enough yarn to make at least one of the size options. You'll never not have enough yarn unless you haven't gotten gauge. So sometimes it might be worth having a little look and double check that you're getting your gauge, but you'll always be able to do at least one of the options, sometimes multiple options. Fiberific Mystery Lace Club members also have they on occasion get discount vouchers for Chowgu products or other items on. Someone is also, yeah, Abby. This is my daughter Abby. She's on school holidays now, so she's just poking around and you know, touching things and scaring me. Andrea says she loves getting the Mystery Lace Club. It's like Christmas each month. It really is, because it's a surprise. You open it up and there's always a different pattern. I look for both known designers and lesser known designers. I try to make sure that that the design is well made. I can't always guarantee it because I don't always get time to make it myself, which is unfortunate. I wish I could. Mystery Lace Club members also get to be part of an exclusive Mystery Lace Club Facebook page or Facebook group. So there's lots of cool things about being in the MLC. If you want to join in to get in time for the January mail out, you need to make sure you've joined up by the 20th of December. So if you want to be in for January. So I'm just putting the December boxes all together. It's less of a surprise for Andrea now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is a bit less of a surprise as Andrea helps me pack the boxes. Is it always wool? Look, there's generally a wool or a wool blend. Yeah, I'm really sorry to say, I know that that some of you are allergic to wool, and that it makes it a bit more, it makes it near impossible for you to get these kinds of cool boxes. But the only other option really would be like silk, because I don't do acrylic, and I don't do alpaca, because I'm allergic to alpaca, so I try not to do any alpaca. Sometimes I could put something with a little bit of alpaca and sort of keep it a bit at arm's length and I'm okay. But yeah, generally speaking, there is a wool or wool content in it. The thing about the Mystery Lace Club is that it's always lace, but it's not always lace weight. We've had yarns from fine lace all the way through to DK, 4-ply, not DK. We haven't done a DK yet. Although I should probably start looking for a DK lace pattern, shouldn't I? And you can all have some beautiful Andromeda to squish. The colours for the Mystery Lace Club are generally exclusive colourways for Mystery Lace Club members for about 3 months. And if you want more, you can buy more. And then after that 3 months, I open up that colourway to more people. Is Thea off? Bye, Thea. Have a great night. So yeah, so wow, I really ran on about Mystery Lace Club right then, didn't I? Hi everyone, I'm new here for the MLC. Are the patterns crochet or knitted? They are knitted at this stage. I'm looking into some options for either just a yarn only club or a crochet club, but it is a lot of work, and with just myself doing most of the organising and having Andrea come in and help out, it's a lot of work for one, you know, to two people to get done. So I'm trying to work out how to do it. I'm not closed to the idea, just I can't physically do it just at the moment. I'm going to be organising some giveaways over Christmas, so keep an eye out there. If you are a member of my mailing list, I have to double check. There should be a link on the Facebook page to join the mailing list, so make sure you are over there. Also, I'd pop it onto the Fiberific Fun Zone, so just to, you know, make sure people can do that. Yeah, so I'm just like, I've got so many things running through my brain. Like, I think I've done my list. My list is finished. Put that over there for now. Have a sip of my coffee and read the chat for a minute. It's a bit harder to read the chat because it kind of just pops up. Abby is doing, I don't know what.
I'm filming the elf.
Oh, she's filming the elf up on top. Okay. That's not random or weird at all. So I can show you where I'm up to with my tree skirt if anyone's interested. Hi Patrina Hollis, how are you going? Yeah, so I can show you where I'm up to on my tree skirt. Like, it's not finished. I was hoping to finish it while we're on our little weekend away, but I totally didn't. I did a lot of lazing, where yeah. Yeah. A lot of relaxing. Relaxing sounds better, right? She fits right in around here. Yeah, she definitely does. She's definitely got a loony bug. Want to work on my list for me? You can start with photographing my stock. I should probably photograph my stock first. I realised last week when we were talking about the Nancy's Knickknacks Notions boxes that the reason I hadn't sold any of the new colours is I hadn't put them on the website at all. They're up now, but it wasn't until we were talking about it that I was like, hang on a second, because I don't have the old colours, I had them marked as out of stock, but I hadn't put any of the new colours inside this like little pile. It was just a little pile until the big delivery arrived later in the day. Like an hour later they turned up. I'm just going to reach over and grab my tree skirt here. Ugh. My bag craft. Tree skirt is still attached to yarn, so I have to be careful. Okay. Bing! Alright, this is it. We're starting to get all the pieces joined together. They're starting to look more, you know, starish. You can see the potential of a star, right? You can see that. There is a potential of a star. Trust me. Let's see. See, I was going to lay it out on the table and the overhead camera was going to look at it. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. This particular joining thing, cutting a yarn off and rejoining for every row, a bit annoying. But I do like how all the stitches are showing on the one side. So, you know, there'll be some extra ends to weave in, but, you know, it's not like I didn't have 11 billion from doing this. But I reckon there's probably maybe another hour and a half's work left in the section 2. So section 1 was the granny squares, section 2 is this white star piece in the middle, and then section 3 is a border around the outside. Now Abby recommended that we might put some pom-poms on that border, so we'll see how we go. One thing we haven't done yet, it is the 6th of December and the Hills household has no Christmas decorations up as yet, including our Christmas tree. Abby's bedroom's decorated, rest of the house not. We've got supplies, we've got our little hooks for the roof, we've got fishing line that Andrea dropped off for us, thank you Andrea. We've got some decorations ready to go, but I really do want a lot more stars. And I've got some baubles we can hang up there as well, I suppose, if we get desperate. But yeah, we've got stars, I've got some tinsel, we've got all our standard tree stuff. That's all usual. We've got lots of handmade decorations and stuff on there. She's just having a good time back there with that elf. You should have seen her yesterday. We bought it yesterday. And then we've gone off to Cairo and she's sitting there in Cairo and just playing with it. And it was like I was at the I was out with like 4-year-old Abby who would bring Piggy with her everywhere. I missed that comment. Hang on a second. Rowan's impression says you should name the elf Hermie after the dentist elf from Rudolph. And everyone
Yeah,
loves your
yeah.
elf. Everyone's loving your elf because your elf is cute. The McIntyre Webster is also bereft of Christmas decorations. Our Christmas trees are finally up, but the rest of the house is looking very boring. By the weekend, it should all be done. Sally doesn't have her decorations up for years. She has an annoying... the comment went away. Come back. I have an annoying cat, so I haven't put up our tree in forever. We have Mr. Tibbles, who will attack our Christmas presents, but he doesn't like bells, so we put bells around the bottom of the tree, and therefore he stays away, because every time he touched the presents, the bell would ring, and he would be like, ah, and run away. Whereas most cats seem to, like, was it you telling me that people recommend you don't put bells on your tree because it attracts cats?
Yeah.
Well, Tibbles is weird.
It attracts Jazzy, but it...
But Jazzy doesn't destroy anything, and she doesn't climb trees. She just sort of stares there.
She ripped our presents, Tibbles ripped our presents last year.
Yeah, Tibbles will rip your presents open and ruin all the surprises. Jackie's tree is currently in storage. Someone says, who was that? Sorry. Rebecca says she hasn't decorated for Christmas in years. Rebecca, I normally put up a tree and maybe toss a bit of tinsel over some curtain rods. That's generally what I do. But this year I really wanted to get in... I wanted to get more in and do more stuff and make it a bit more... What's happened is my friend Emma Gehring is a lunatic, and she says that, Abby, you can't put links in because you're not a mod. And her house ends up becoming this winter wonderland. She does the same thing for Halloween, does these amazing things. And I'm just like, she's got a full-time job, she's got a large family, she's got craft, she's got like all the same things that I have, except larger scale, and still finds time. So I'm like, right, this year I'm doing it, except so far. All I've done is plan and not actually done anything. What was that? Did I miss something about a cat? Hang on. Oh, Jackie, I'm sorry your cat's still missing. I didn't realise. Gosh. Lindsay Shadow says, I have a rotating tree and I posted a previous video a few years ago, but I don't have space this year. Oh dear. Abby, have you got... Abby has left. I'm pretty certain she's going to go and get Millicent. I'm very sad. Who mentioned nutcrackers, honestly? Because mods are going to kick you out. If it was a mod, I'm banning you. Honestly. Because, like, we didn't know that was going to happen. Now I'm going to have an elf, and there's probably going to be a nutcracker over here now. I was seriously considering putting a little bit of tinsel up. Oh, that elf just scared the crap out of me. But yeah. But no. Hey, you guys remember when I was doing the star, and how I was like, oh, you've got to single crochet, you've got to... not single crochet, you've got to slip stitch across all the way to the next gap. I found that I could actually slip stitch into like a space between the chains from the first thingy. Hard to describe, but it actually makes a nice star. I mean, you can do it either way. They both look lovely. Kim, when you mentioned to Abby yesterday that you're married to a Scrooge, I actually had to explain to her who Scrooge was, and Tim and I realised there is a gap in Abby's education and we have to fix it. Uh-oh. Abby's been timed out in the chat because we were blocking whoever mentioned the nutcracker. Oh gosh, this is terrifying. So, did we just... Andrew says I'm married to the Grinch, so I make the house as Christmassy as possible. That's awesome. I love that. My husband's a bit more of a... He loves Christmas.
White Christmas.
Yeah. Abby, can you just double check that's not... Yeah, I was about to say I can hear a chicken. Can you kick it out? We've left the door open because there's a nice breeze, but the chickens have gone, thanks, we're coming in. Abby left me Millicent. So, thanks, Abby. Not at all creepy. I shall put Millicent over here. No, I can see Millicent. Millicent can just lay down over there. There we go. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I have cut on my foot and it hurt.
Oh, you should go and put a band-aid on it. So yeah, so So many Christmas things. Hide it. Look, she would rip this place apart and find it. Honestly, I can't hide it. I just want it out of my sight. And every time I look, all I can see is, because I can see the thing today. It is right here. I guess you're not going to watch the new Nutcracker movie. Absolutely, I don't have an issue with like the Nutcracker ballet. It's just Abby with the Nutcrackers. She follows you around the house with the toys going all the time. I don't know why Nutcrackers make that noise. I really don't. I really don't. I'm married to a Scrooge, but he humors me. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, so we have to get Abby to see a Scrooge movie. My Christmas movie marathon had a little break. We went away, and the TV, not a HD television, could not plug in a HDMI cord, had no access to anything except for free-to-air TV. And I had my laptop. We could have streamed it through the television, but there was no HDMI cord. I brought a cord, but there was no plug. So we were just a bit like, we could watch it on my laptop, but I don't want to. So we'll be back into that tonight. I've seen some dreadful movies. I've also seen some really cool movies that I'm like, I actually really enjoyed that. The Spirit of Christmas is one that I really liked. I thought it was creepy and awesome. So I really like that one. So I recommend that one. There was one that I was like, oh no, God, bad. The Christmas Angel. The Christmas Angel. Creepy in a bad way. Don't like that one. There were bits that I loved, but the ending I was just like, oh my God. They really just needed to tie that up in a bow, didn't we? Andrew says Nutcrackers freak me out and clowns. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of clowns. They don't scare me. Like, there's people who are actually terrified of clowns. I'm just not a fan. Jackie says we need a watch, don't bother list. Look, I think it's going to be all pretty subjective, Jackie. And, like, it also depends on my mood. Like, sometimes I can cope with a bit of rom-com. And that's the thing I'm finding. So many of these Christmas movies, rom-coms. And so that bugs me in itself. So, yeah, it's like, because, like, my rule is log into Netflix, go to search, type Christmas, and then watch, you know how you get that big, like, of all the stuff. Watch the very next thing that I haven't seen before. So it's not a case of, like, search for family movies or anything like that. It's literally the word Christmas. And so most of it's coming up with, like, the Christmas Engagement. And like, oh my God, seriously. People do not meet on Christmas Eve and get married on New Year's Day in real life. It's illegal. You can't do it. There's only one place in the entire world that I know you can do that, which is Las Vegas. Like, 30 days, required law in Australia. I don't know about anywhere else. So unrealistic. Ugh. I got that out of my system. Like, this is turning into a rant video, rather, isn't it? Let's change tack. So, do any of you have a favorite Christmas movie that you recommend? Bad Santa is funnier than all get out. It's bad but funny. Definitely not for children. Yeah, I'm finding a lot of Christmas movies are not for children. What is it with Netflix suggesting things you've already watched via Netflix? I know. I think it should, like, move it to the bottom of the list. You do realize it's only a movie. I know it's only a movie. I don't think we have laws like that in Australia. Some states you have to have blood work so they know you aren't related. Should we put that on your list? No, it doesn't need to go on the list. The National Lampoons, Tim loves the National Lampoons. He's a bit of a Chevy Chase fan, so National Lampoons are definitely on his list. I haven't even seen Bad Mums 1. I suppose I should see that too. I'm just playing with my laptop, sorry. I should stop doing that because my hands are ready for crochet today. Movie time is super compressed. Sorry, maybe I think something happened with those words and sentences. Oh, it's just a fly on the wall. Die Hard, yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie that I approve of heartily. I heartily approve of Die Hard as a Christmas movie. Nightmare Before Christmas is also a good one. You can get married the day you meet in Ohio. Really? I did not know that. Game Widow says most Christmas movies have the same plot. Seen one, seen them all.
It's on the bottom of my foot.
Okay.
So,
What did you cut it on?
I don't know, but it's here.
Oh, that's in a bad spot.
It's on the curve.
Abby's cut her foot on a little bit of something, just a little cut. Nothing a little ice pack won't fix. Bit of reassuring ice packing. She's all good, guys. She's not bleeding to death. Be like, yeah, I'm just going to stay on the stream for another 45 minutes, Abby. Can you bleed somewhere else? Sally says she likes the Hallmark Christmas movies. Yeah. Like, I like The Good Witch, of all things. I think that's a pretty cool show. I like the series better than the movies. The movies were a bit... I think I've watched one or two of them and I'm like, eh. Oh, as in compressed, as in timelines are very short for movies. I understand now. Yeah, things that normally take a long time in real life. Absolutely. Kim says that as you're damaged, you'll have to stay home tonight.
No.
The look on her face. Let's just say you guys are probably lucky you missed that because I feel like I've been stabbed with daggers. The dagger stabby look. Oh, excuse you.
Excuse me.
After we are no, Kim, no. After we finish our live stream today, we are off to IKEA today. We are going to be purchasing meatballs, I believe, is what is in order today. Abby is also a fan of the IKEA princess cake. So,
Since I was a midget.
well, since IKEA opened up here at Logan, we've been 10 minutes away. So it used to be quiet, believe it or not. Once upon a time, midweek was quiet. And Abby and I would sneak down in the middle of the day and have morning tea.
And walk around.
And just walk around and buy things. Andrew says we can't go to IKEA without her. Watch us. You know, we are. I mean, you can meet us there if you want. But we're totally going. Now Gamer Widows feels like IKEA meatballs. I plan on my plate for Saturday will be IKEA meatballs with spiky sticks in them for eating. What are they called again?
The little flag things.
Not the flags, just the stick.
Oh, toothpicks.
Toothpicks. Thank you, toothpicks. Oh, the Crochet Abby shawl pattern. I just got notified that the video is up. Don't go running away though. You gotta wait. I shouldn't have said anything. I've just realised that was dumb. Everyone's going to go off now and watch the tutorial. My views are just going to go down.
Yeah, you lost 3 views.
Oh, seriously.
45, that's 42.
That's right. It jumps up and down all the time. Jen says, I was so happy when they opened up in North Lakes. It's no longer an all-day trip. Oh, Tammy, I appreciate you waiting before you rush over to watch it. I really do. I'm not sure Claire appreciates it, but I do. Yeah, like I probably wouldn't go to IKEA as much as I do if it was an all-day trip, but for me it's like, oh yeah, I need some coffee cups, I'm going to IKEA, or I want a new shelf, I'm going to IKEA, or I feel like meatballs, I'm going to IKEA.
I feel like berry, just in general, I'm going to IKEA.
Yeah, so on a weekday here, it's pretty quiet. So easy to park, spotlight's right next door. It's nice and convenient.
I want puns, I'm going to IKEA.
Oh, Abby's, oh my God. Have you guys seen those videos where the people walk around like creating the puns out of all the IKEA names? I go to IKEA with Abby and every time puns. It's so punny. Kim says, well, Claire shouldn't have posted it while I was going live. Claire posts a video while I'm live every week, you guys, or every second week. Sally says IKEA is too far away, about 30 minutes. That's not that far. Oh my gosh. Angie Strasser has never been to IKEA. I don't know where you are, Angie. Is there one around and you haven't been, or is there none nearby? Game Widows has to schlep across the city to get to IKEA. Rebecca Nelson's never been to IKEA.
Never?
Yeah. Oh, Claire. Claire's in the chat, everybody. You can all bag her for releasing this amazing video that we all want to run and go and watch right now in the middle of my live chat. Thanks, Claire. You're a ledge. We've been talking about all the yarn choices that we could make our shawls out of, and the fact that this is supposed to be just pink and it didn't work. So, yeah. Indiana and no idea where one is. Okay. I can make it unlisted. No, don't do that. You've released it now. Dang, I didn't know the live was today. Hey Kirby, I'm sorry. And Game Widow says our Abbies can never meet. Mine is into puns at the moment too. Oh, there's a few people Abby can never meet. I really can't.
Georgia back.
Yes, she did. Andrea says, oh, here we go. Have I mentioned how excited I am about your new Abby shawl design? And Claire says this one looks just like fairy floss. Actually, it really does. We were going to call it like rose pink or something. We'll have a think about it. I've got 6 skeins of it.
Call it pink lemonade.
Abby says pink lemonade. What do you think? So yeah, Claire, there is some serious hype train going on the Abby shawl right now. Abby's here and in the chat as well, talking about it. I'm tossing up between just doing one in Storm or going Storm and It's Broke together. Bam, 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 bam. It's far away when you don't drive. I'd have to catch public transport. Oh, yeah. And then you've got to carry what you buy home. So, yeah.
Which might include a massive box of
Misty to Abby. It's now pink lemonade. Misty agrees with you on pink lemonade. Claire is happy that we're loving her shawl. How can we not? It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
My shawl is beautiful.
Abby says, my shawl is beautiful. Oh, yes, to Storm and that purple, yeah. So I've only got a couple of skeins of the purple, so I'm going to wait and see if anyone else wants it. You guys can have first dibs. I've also got like a burgundy that I sort of like a burgundy purple. Oh, was that in a... that... Oh, hang on a second. Inside on my craft rack is a ball of that colour.
Where's your craft rack? You have 80.
I know I have 80 craft racks. The one next to my dining table, next to where my nest is. You know, the one on the wheels? The little grey one on wheels? Near the sliding door. Hang on a second. Abby PM'd me, which I have to move out of the way because I can't see things. Everyone's just going, yep, pink lemonade. And now people are like, I want to drink lemonade.
Thanks.
I want the pink. Rowan's Impressions wants the pink. Did you want the pink lemonade pink or the Joss pink or the just pink that Claire is using in the video? See, there's so many pinks. And there's also lipstick and, oh, why are there so many pinks? Here we go. For the small version, the cross-stitch colour, you'll need 2 skeins. And for the half double crochets, just the one. Granny's Rose Garden from Grandma's Huge Rose Garden. I thought you didn't have any Storm left. In DK, this is DK, I've got Storm. I don't have any Storm left in Sunflower. And I've got no more Sunflower to dye.
Is it this one?
So, no. It's
no other ones.
It's just a ball of that by itself. It's not attached to anything. It's just a cake of that. Kim is hoarding. Yeah, Kim is totally hoarding the sunflower. The mill that I purchased my sunflower base from changed how they make it, and it's not good. So I've had to discontinue sunflower, which I probably should write somewhere. What is left in stock in the shop is all that there is. No more rainbow sock kits for now. Any news on a sunflower replacement? Not as yet. Not as yet. I've got one of my UK yarn suppliers can supply me with lots of different kinds of 4-ply. But I tend to buy a lot of it, and it's not always the best way to buy it from the UK. So I was hoping to find an Australian mill that would. Anyway, that's a long story. But we're still going. We're still going. Jacob says the sun sets on the yarn. Is that what you're saying? Is that instead of discontinuing, Jacob? Because that is quite a negative word. None of those. It's
there were no other blues.
It's that colour there.
There was no blue there.
Okay, alright. Well, I'll have to have a look for it later. I've
got a selection.
Abby has a selection of my works in progress. Such a pity the sunflower's gorgeous to work with. It really is, and I'm very disappointed. There's not a lot I can do though, unfortunately, which is sad because it's good. Oh, the sunflower sets. Oh, that's very cute, Jacob. Hi. Howdy. Are you raising a yarn diva, Chantel? Look, I thought I was. I was really happy and I thought I was raising a yarn crafter. Turns out she's a paper crafter, so I'm trying not to be disappointed. And she can knit and she can spin, but she hasn't done either for more than a few minutes at a time in a couple of years. She used to basically have her own spinning wheel, and if she was missing, I'd find her out under the marquee out in the front yard just spinning herself some yarn. So she is still young yet, absolutely. She's in that age phase where so she's just hit 13. So yeah, it's insane. That's the one, she found it. I've got some of this that I dyed up for myself.
It was in Narnia.
It was in Narnia. Narnia business. So I was thinking maybe this and this even. It's like a really deep tealy bluey colour. So yeah, I love the Fiberific Christmas logos. Why is Kim hiding from Jacob? What's going on? Did Kim, I don't know what's going on there. But yes, I think that I'm tossing up between which one to go with. I should put the grey in the middle. Oh, the yarn ball's coming undone. It's a mess, there's a mess. Whether I go the teal and the grey or the purple and the grey, I don't know. I'm torn. But this is a one-off colour. I've got to test it. It's very, very saturated, and I'm not sure. Like I let it color set, but I think it's still going to run because of the depth of color in it. So I want to play with it more before I, make it available to the rest of you guys. I don't like it when my colors run. Claire says that she loves the purple even though she's a blue person. Jacob's tipped off to the hiding via the chat message. Good point, Jacob. She wasn't subtle, was she? Okay, Angie's looked it up and her closest IKEA is 2 hours away. Oh my gosh.
2 hours away.
Yep. Abby's just in shock, like, oh my god, that's another state.
No, it's like 4 hours and then you could be spending a whole day because you might spend all day there.
That's right. That's exactly right. Abby says you would be there all day because that's what you do at IKEA.
And then you have to come back for 2 hours.
You probably need the proper Just Pink, not the Joss. This is probably too light for that. But I even think the pink and the grey, or the pink and the rose, or pink lemonade, sorry. Black Pearl Knits wants to know from Claire, for the 3 skein version of the Abby shawl, do we still only use 2 colours? Abby, I think it's the wrong Abby, but I think someone wants you to help her find her duck charms, and Jen loves that colour. I love it too. Rebecca Nelson says the closest IKEA is at least an hour away. The IKEA that's near where I live used to be the only one in Brisbane, and so on the weekend you did not go. Abby, can you not send things to me while I'm on chat, please?
I didn't send you anything.
Well, I've got 2 messages from you now in Facebook. Yeah, so it was...
I meant to send that to Kim.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, so it was the only IKEA in Brisbane, or Gold, like the whole of Queensland, basically. So you'd have people, like, it was chaos on the weekends. You didn't go. Like, you could go through the week, it'd be fairly quiet. The weekends, nightmare. So yeah, so IKEA, not good. But now that one's open on the north side of town, like a lot of people from like Sunshine Coast and stuff go to North Lakes, and people from the Gold Coast come up and go to Logan. So yeah, there's a fly buzzing around, and it's really bugging me a lot. Can you do me a favour and put my tree skirt back in that bag, please, so it doesn't get dirty? Jackie says it's 4+ hours for her nearest IKEA. Claire, Black Pearl Knits is saying, thanks Claire, I've got to pick up more skeins after this chat. I only have 1 skein of Andromeda at home right now. Yeah, one's not going to cut it. Claire says, I haven't made a 2-colour large version yet. Not sure how much of each I would need for the 2-colour large variation. Andrew says we'll go to the IKEA a couple of times during school. Abby's wearing the tree skirt as a scarf. What a dag. You're a Christmas dag.
You're a Christmas dag.
Just careful, it's still attached to the ball. I don't want you pulling out my stitches. Game Widow says she's found the ducks and you may now resume whatever you were doing.
What?
I
didn't even... What?
Go away, fly. So, internet update. I have applied for NBN. I'm hoping that we'll get it fairly soon. I've got cords to run from the house to the shed so that if it's good, we can use it out here. So hopefully our live streams will go back to normal, but as of next year, I'm really hoping to get some more pre-record videos out. They'll be shorter. They're not 90 minutes. They're like 10 minutes. So they're like a cup of coffee break times. Black Pellet says, I can try out 2 colours in large and let you know yardage when I finish. There you go. That's one way to do it, Claire. Let me have a think. What are the colours? Like in the, oh, Abs, can you pass me down one of the dusky roses that I did as the custom colourway on the weekend? You stand up, see the one I'm pointing at with my finger?
This one?
Yes, that one there. So I had one of the Mystery Lace Club members wanted me to custom dye her some yarn, and so I came up with this one. My brief was Dusky Rose, and so I think that's worked. So this is the Pink Lemonade, was like a soft rose, so and this was in the same MCN sock. It's a little, like, that's looking quite solid of a colour, but it's quite semi-solid, and it's a little purpley pinky colour, so I'm really happy with how that one came out. So I don't often do custom colours. Oh, thank you, my lovely. But you know, there's some perks to being in the MLC. So yeah, so there's so much stuff going on, isn't there, Abs?
Yeah, MLC kind of sounds like milk.
MLC?
MLC, milk.
Abby just thinks we could call it milk. Bob Wilson says there's a glitch. She's got a glitch. Is it just Claire who's got the glitch, or is it everybody? I can't tell now because this was what I used to test. Oh, Abby could tell me. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I've got the elf now.
Yeah, suggest names, more names.
I
have a name
that
already.
elf can go over there. Her glitch is gone. It was just so don't worry about it, Abs. So you definitely get what you pay for when you buy these elves. This elf's feet are weird.
I took off the lion hat thing.
And we're going to put a proper pom-pom on it because it just had like a white circle of felt sitting up there. It looked kind of odd.
I like it without
and she made him some pants because she didn't see it's just like balloon pants right there.
The camera's there.
Oh, sorry. There's balloon pants. It was balloon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she didn't feel comfortable. But like, he's wearing a whole outfit, so now she's made him like a superhero elf.
That's what Kim said yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, what's with the undies on the outside? It's like a superhero.
Wow, Kim. I think we might spend a bit too much time together. Everyone else was good? Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear. I'm sorry that Claire's is, you know, someone must have breathed on my phone cable, rolls eyes. I know that feeling because I'm live streaming from my phone because someone was breathing on my internet here as well. I don't know who, Abby. I don't know what the deal was. Like my speed tests were all decent, but it was bad. It was very bad, wasn't it, everybody? Those of you that sat through those few minutes of torture. So yeah, it's chaos time here at Fiberific as we wind down for Christmas. Wind down.
Wind up.
Yeah, wind up for Christmas.
Wind down.
And we're just having a good time. We're just having fun. Everything's a bit more relaxed. I'll just open that window back up a bit. We just
I like your curtain, Mum. I love it.
Abby loves my curtain. Tinkerbell blanket that I flogged out of the linen cupboard last week. I meant to pull out one of the proper curtains, but I haven't.
I have a shower curtain.
Andrea says, it was that naughty elf. He did something to your internet. Claire says, hit that thumbs up. Okay, everybody do what Claire says. Because I agree with her. Thumbs up the video. So I had planned to do some more crochet during this live stream. And I'm feeling a bit guilty that I haven't. But we have had a fun chat about yarn and about the patterns and about what happens when dyeing goes bad. I mean, that's not terrible though. I mean, it's
Pink lemonade. It's mine if you don't like it.
I was about to say, it's gone bad for what I was trying to do, but it's still a nice colour. Thank you, Abby.
No problem.
Kim Scullins just ironed 28 fat flats.
Fly.
Yes, I know. It's
Fly.
bugging me. He's just running around the office and just touching stuff. Oh.
Come on.
Fat flats, Jackie Doyle, are fat, sort of like they're like fat quarters that you pick up from Spotlight, and they're rather than a flat quarter of a yard, are they half meters, or I don't know, like 50 centimeter squares? But yeah, they're sort of like that. I said I wasn't going to do any craft during the live chat, but I'm embroidering a deer. You know that's going to be really hard to pull out if you've botched it. Like, I'm just saying, Andrea. Because that's why you weren't going to do any craft, is because for some reason you can't when I'm talking. I don't know why, which feels wrong to me. You should be able to. Is Jazzy coming in?
Yeah.
Wow, Jazzy's coming in.
All the pets are outside.
So yeah, my Abby does that with my bags and stitch markers, yes.
What do I do?
You were just going to steal it. Like, oh, if you don't like it, I'm taking it. So yeah, it's, what did Abby just said, we've got 10 more minutes. Now, normally I would try and run this one a bit longer, but I've got an appointment we have to go to, so I do have to finish up on time today, unfortunately, even though we had a bit of a rough start, you guys. So yeah, we've got to go to IKEA, but we've got to be back before someone turns up. This is Jazzy. Jazzy and Abby are 1 month apart.
Exactly.
Exactly 1 month apart. Hi Jazzy. Jazzy is old and crotchety and gets angry at people and just yells like, "Left me on the bench." She's old and crotchety. Carol Evans is heading off. Bob Wilson can't multi-craft can't multitask either. Look, you know, I feel bad about it because it's like it's such a long time out of your day if you just to sort of sit and listen to me ramble on about random things. But if you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it. Jazzy is Kim's spirit animal. Just let it go, Abs.
She loves me.
She loves me. You're covered in cat hair now. Can you dust off outside, please?
No.
She's
under the chair.
Tammy Webb's off as well. So don't forget, you guys, once you leave this chat, pop over and check out Claire's channel and also go and grab the downloaded pattern of her Abby shawl. If you need yarn, I know where you can get some. Just saying. Angie Strass's cat is 17 years old and his name is Blue. Oh. Andrew says, Jazzy is like me, I'm old and cranky too. I think we're all old and cranky. You're just cranky. Rowan's impression says, I'm doing Tunisian crochet while watching. Good job, Rowan's impression.
I'm going to get you back.
Abby's all indignant now. So yeah, so we've got lots of cool stuff. Again, I really just wanted to say, like for those of you that missed the start of the stream, we had,
Sorry.
That's okay, Abs. Yeah. For those of you that missed the start of the stream, I said a massive thank you to those that are Patreons of the stream. And to become a Patreon, there's a link which one of the mods can pop into the chat for me. And it's like a monthly subscription, and you can choose how much you pay. There's lots of different sort of levels, and it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you how you do it. But it has meant that over the last couple of months, I've been able to buy some gear that was on a wish list of things, and I kind of needed them. But can you make sure that that's not a chicken coming in? Sorry, the door's open, so they're like free range and inside the craft shed. And so, yeah, so on Patreon, it means that each month I get sent a little bit of money, and it means that I've been able to save up and buy some of this gear and prioritize those funds for gear. So this little overhead camera setup, like I already had the camera, but all the rest of it, I was able to get due to those of you that support me on Patreon. And coming in the post today is a new microphone. So the new little clip-on lapel or lavalier microphone, so that we can have less audio problems, you know, when the proper setup actually works. And I just want to say a huge thank you to those guys, because it may not seem like a lot, like, you know, $1 or $2 a month. It doesn't seem like a lot, but for me to make that kind of sort of actual cash on YouTube, that's thousands of views. That's literally thousands of views, and that's where people watch the ad and don't skip it. And so I just want to say a huge thank you to my Patreons who are making this possible. I meant to print out a list, and I was going to read out all your names this week, so I might save that for another week, and just give everyone a bit of kudos, because it's special, and I really appreciate it a lot. It just, I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm not gonna go on about it. I'm going to change topics. Topic change. Okay, so are you all ready for Christmas? Am I the only one who is totes not ready? I know Andrea is wanting extra time. Thank you, Sally. So Abby's outside trying to get a photo of Jazzy. Black Pearl Knits, not ready at all. 24 Arctic Wolves, not ready for Christmas either. I'm feeling so much better, you guys, because I really thought it was just me. Sally's ready. Sally's ready. Go on, Sally. Tack Christmas. I will be ready. I may be exhausted, but I will get ready. And I'll have to put some photos up of the decorating once it starts. Kim was suggesting that I live stream. Kim wants everything live streamed. But, or at least a time-lapse video of us decorating the house. That might be interesting. Watching me fall off ladders and stuff like that. Kim says she has a Secret Santa for present for tonight. So do I. No, as if I'm ever ready this early. Kim Scullen has her teacher presents ready. Claire's not ready. Jay is Christmas shopping as we speak. He does all the presents. I organise the decorating and the food. Claire is ready for a break. Absolutely ready for a break. A Patreon perk. Yes, that's right. Kim suggested that me hanging up all the decorations would be a video for the Patreons. Because I don't do many additional, things because I'm slack. I don't mean to be slack. I just am. So, my brain just stopped. It totally just... I'm going to have some coffee. Just check the chat. There we go. Mary says, I'm at the shops. It must be coffee time. I think it is. Kim's like, I'll keep nagging. I need that. Thank you, Kim. I need the reminders. I don't consider it nagging unless I go, oh my God, Kim, stop. Which I think I've only had to do 19 times. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't think I've done it. But no, I need the reminders. I need the reminders. I've got so many things running through my head, and I've got so many lists and so many checklists. And sometimes just stuff gets missed, and I hate that a lot. I really do. So yeah, it's hard. So I need the reminders, definitely. So about live streams going to 2 hours. No, it can't happen. Not for a little while. Not when they keep crashing like this. Honestly, it's frustrating. Okay, watching a live stream whilst in Sydney traffic and my dad's driving is not a good combination. Okay. Do you need to watch the road because your dad's a bit of a chaotic driver? I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't do 2 hours, you guys. I know you really... But there was a petition. Well, not all petitions end in fruition, do they, Kim? Were there 1,000 signatures on that petition? I don't recall seeing 1,000 signatures on that petition. No, but I will be planning on doing some extra content. That's where I'm going to go. Rather than doing extra long these live chats, at least while everything is so unreliable and it's frustrating, I'm going to, and the dice streams tend to go a little longer anyway, just because of the timing of stuff. And I'm happy to do that because I make sure that dice stream Thursdays are a little less empty than a standard Thursday. Kim says you didn't say there needed to be 1,000. Well, that's what? What have we got subscribed on the channel now? 15, 2,000 people or something. There should be a quorum, right? Oh, if you want 1,000, I'll make it happen. I'm sure you could, Kim. I'm absolutely positive you could do that. I have no doubts. I have zero doubts. You guys, all right. I am going to end the stream. I've got 2.4K, says Jackie and Kim, so that's awesome. I'm going to end the stream, you guys, so you have all a fantastic day. Next week is Dice Stream live stream. Make sure you've thumbs up if you haven't done it already. And sub to the channel if you want to make sure you're getting all the live streams. And going forward, there'll be more videos coming out. I hope you all have a fantastic week. If I don't see you I'll talk to you in the next few weeks. Happy Christmas. The stream setup will get more and more Christmassy in the lead up to Christmas, except for next week because we're in the dye shed. That's a nightmare. I'm off to the IKEA, and I'm going to be purchasing several bags of meatballs, also meatballs for lunch. So, meatballs, bye.